Yo guys, Burrows here at burrowspt.com. How many of you guys run? How many of you guys would like to run faster? I'm going to share with you a tip, either short distance or long distance. This will improve overall speed. Now obviously you're going to have to tie in fitness levels with this, but training this muscle group will enable you to run faster. How many of you recently watched the track events? Usain Bolt, Mo Farah, all the sprinters and the long distance runners putting in incredible times. Now one thing these guys have in common is an extremely strong posterior chain. By that I mean strong calves, strong hamstrings, strong glutes. Unfortunately, this is one of the areas that most people neglect. And it's something that is very important when it comes to running. Training the hamstrings especially is key. Imagine you're in a boat and you're rowing, you put the paddle into the water, drag it back, it comes out of the water, you drive it forward and repeat the process. The same with your hamstrings. Your foot drives into the floor, you pick the foot up, that's when you gain momentum and you create that drag going forward before putting in the stride with the other leg. So the hamstrings are key in stride and overall speed when running. You can see with these runners in slow motion, the heels almost come up to their ass. That's how much they're using their hamstrings to get the drive forward and ultimately generate that speed. It's very, very strong hamstring utilization. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you 3 hamstring exercises, which if implemented over time will improve your running speed and technique. So the first one will be a dumbbell stiff leg deadlift. So you want to start with feet between hip and shoulder width. I tend to go a little bit wider than hip width. You're going to keep your back flat, chest lifted, chin tucked. There's a slight bend in the knee. From there you're keeping the weight really close to the shins and you're hinging at the hips, so the hips are coming back, going down, keeping the weight above your laces. Now depending on how flexible you are, you might feel a stretch in the hamstrings, you might not. Flexibility will also determine how low you can actually go with this movement. So don't force it, we want to keep the spine neutral, the chin tucked, the back flat, and we're going down as low as your mobility allows. Once you get to the bottom end of the movement, wherever that is, you're going to drive up, again keeping the back flat and squeezing the glutes at the top of the movement. I like to load up this movement going down, so a nice slow eccentric movement going down with a quick concentric movement going up to generate that force that you would if you are running or if you are jumping or playing any kind of sport. You want that quick release of the glutes and the hamstrings. The second exercise, the glute hamstring raise. This loads the hamstrings up a little more. Again, same position as the stiff leg deadlift. Feet hip width or just outside, knees in line with the ankles. You're going to slowly lower yourself down. You might need to hinge a little more at the hips at first just to help out the hamstrings and not load it up too much, but you're going to lower down, again nice and slow, and drive up pretty quick. You can also use a partner with these, holding onto your ankles if you don't have a bar to hook your feet under. Either way will work fine. The third exercise is a stability ball hamstring curl. Again, another fantastic exercise. You're going to lie on your back. Depending on your posture, I usually say palms up, both feet on the ball. Again, hip width, toes pointing up, keep the toes active. You're going to raise the hips, squeezing the glutes. We want to keep the hips raised throughout this movement. So we don't want the hips dropping to the floor. We want to try and keep them up as high as you can. Now for this, I tend to go for a bit more speed and go higher reps. So anywhere between 12, 15 plus reps. So that's it guys. There are 3 hamstring exercises you can do which will enable you to run faster, build strength in the posterior chain, and improve overall speed and technique when it comes to running and playing sports. Any questions? Pop them below. Hope that helps guys. Take it easy.